So here we are with the Hisense U8N, new for 2024. This is a 55-inch variation. Some of you have asked what posterization is, and I think the best way to show it is using the home screen. This is something that all of you can easily duplicate or replicate fairly easily. So just go over to the Star Wars The Bad Batch, and this is posterization. It's basically like, you ever seen a piece of paper that has ink on it, like from a printer, a computer printer, and then you get water on that piece of paper? It's kind of what posterization looks like, right? It's like when you get something with ink wet. It looks really bad, and it looks like a total defect. You can see it spirals and rings, and it is not a good look, right? And this is what the Hisense U8N does on the 55-inch. Now, some have said, well, maybe you just need to spend more money and buy the 65-inch version, because maybe that's where they tried. To which I'll just simply say that, Hisense has never done that historically. Hisense has always been about giving quality across their entire line, and I've been covering it since the H9F days, okay? This is an all-time low if we need to start spending $14.99 with a brand like Hisense, of all things, to get quality. For that, just buy Sony or LG or Samsung, because truly, if that's what it is, then we might as well get the better processing if we're going to be paying premium prices. I'm sorry to say this for anybody who's not aware, Hisense is not a luxury brand. They should never be trying to position themselves as such, because they will never be a luxury brand with picture quality like this. And for them to think that they even have a leg up on the competition to ever start cheaping out to this level and start offering picture quality that does this says everything you need to know about Hisense and their direction. I could go like crazy and do some wild review on the Hisense U8N and tell you how there are redeeming things about it, but truthfully, there isn't. Hisense this year lied on a level that is unacceptable. You see, while the initial store demo looks spectacular, showing zero posterization and looks amazing in HDR, yada yada, it's not worth it. Because if the only image that looks good is in HDR, that's not worth it. But I'll see you and raise you, okay? You see right here where Hisense says up to 1800 nits on the U8? That's a problem, because on every ounce of Hisense's advertising, it's always been about the 3000 nits that we were supposed to be getting that we are no longer getting. And it is absolutely disgustingly unacceptable that Hisense thought it appropriate to downgrade 55-inch owners to 1800 nits from the 3000 nits that you should be getting. Basically, in a nutshell, crapping on every single person truly that believed in the brand enough to buy into their line this year with their mini LED Pro Plus and all that. Honestly speaking, I would leave Hisense where they're at this year until they come out of their own asses and wake up, smell the coffee, understand their place in the market as a budget brand, and stop trying to be something they're not by arbitrarily forcing you to spend more money with them by giving you garbage quality. Then I wouldn't recommend Hisense. And that is as honest as a review as anyone should be saying, because 1800 nits, that's scamming you. That is literally telling you we get 3000 nits. Even when you go on Amazon and look at the fucking product description, it'll say 3000 nits on it. And it's only until you get the fucking product home and you put it in a store demo mode, which not everybody's going to do because not everybody's a TV reviewer, would you even see that it's 1800 nits. So to Hisense, I simply say this: do better, be better. And for everybody watching this video, try to find something else, because this year Hisense really isn't worth it. Maybe look to Sony with the Bravia 7 or, TCL or something else, because what Hisense did this year is unacceptable, and we all need to speak with our wallets when companies get a little too greedy and start doing, again, very predatory moves like this that are anti-consumer. But that's my stance on it, and that is ultimately my review. I don't see a single redeemable thing about this TV after spending all this time with it. Honestly, it's a waste of money, especially given that the Hisense U8G beat it to such a dramatic degree. It just honestly feels like Hisense this year really just wants to crap on people who don't have a lot of money to throw at their television purchase, and that never should be the case. False advertising what they are going to give you just to roll it back. They did it with the U8K last year when they said that it would reach 1,500 nits, and it didn't even touch that in my testing and in my measurement. And now this year, where they advertise they're going to be 3,000 nits, and it doesn't even hit that either. That's something that really shouldn't be exclusive to only the 65-inch customers, and I think it's disgusting that this is the time that we live in where companies are able to do this and get away with it. To literally, on the fly, switch the advertising from up to 3,000 nits to, oh, no, it's only up to 1,800 nits. Meaning this here is just some cheap bullshit, and frankly, you shouldn't even buy it. So if you have limited space or you're in the market for a smaller TV, Hisense has a very, very clear message. F you. Make more money, spend more money. It's disgusting, and I don't agree with it. That's the review. Don't buy the Hisense U8N. It's not worth your time. Thanks for watching the #1 brand in honesty, and until the next video, I'll see you guys later.